everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Rodgers' Packers going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you over to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. One receiver left, three to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot receivers.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. Out in the flat for Starks. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to run. It starts. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get up! Get up!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 23 yards on the play.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the players? How how much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now Rodgers got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Rodgers to throw once more. And the tip. Flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Second and goal from the 7. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And for Julio Jones, we'll still have to keep an eye on his ankle. Remember, August 26 in the preseason game in Orlando, he tweaked it, but they're saying he's full go for the regular season.
All I've heard is that he's rehabbed very well. Atlanta's been cautious with him going forward. They expect to turn him loose in the season opener, and let's face it, you have to. Julio Jones is a true #1 receiver in the NFL. He takes on double teams, finds ways to get open, and competes for the ball so well downfield, he usually comes up with it.
And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 21 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Off the play fake to Lacey. Here's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field,
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. LaTroy Guion busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers, being chased out left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Ryan on 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And it is incomplete. And Charles looking around the league, some movement as there always is in the final week of the preseason going into the regular season. Mark Sanchez gets cut, finds a home in Dallas, though.
And quickly, because the Cowboys wanted to have a veteran backup as insurance with Dak Prescott taking over the team while Tony Romo rehabilitates his injury. But how about some of the other moves that are out there? Justin Hunter, a former second-round pick of the Tennessee Titans, he ends up landing in Miami after getting cut by Tennessee. And boy, oh boy, D. Milliner, a first-round pick for the Jets. Doesn't have a home yet. I better be careful. He might want my seat next to you.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have...
Just one